hope everyone's doing well today. Alright, let's get rocking and rolling here. Okay, we're going to do a lot of different things today. Again, we're going to work on a lot of different counter moves. We'll do our ball handling series and a little 2-ball action. Okay, we'll do some more tennis ball work today and work on the perimeter, and then a lot of those counter moves under the basket, including floaters. All right. Okay, let's work hard today. Okay, if you got any questions, you can shoot me a message. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mike Hootner, and add me on Instagram if you're on Facebook. And let's have a good workout today. All right. Okay, let's start with some basic ball handling. Okay, here we go. Got my ladder out here today. See, I took a couple of doors over here and made it a little bit more conducive to left-hand layups and left-hand jump shots, things like that. All right, here we go. Those shoulders, always looking around. Get nice and high. Good job. Left side. Control that ball. Now, if you got a second ball today, you want to try and get 2 balls going. Good, get nice and warmed up. Good, we'll go shoulder. And then to waist. Speed up a little bit. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Make sure you have good posture. Don't hunch over. Okay, make sure we're sitting nice and low in an athletic stance. Good, left side. Good posture. Good, below the knees. Good. Make sure we're looking around. Okay, let's get the ball going around that head a little bit. Good. Other way. Good, let's do it. Good, keep that ball moving. Around the head again. Switch directions. Work on feeling that ball. You want to get in a routine every day that you're working out. So that way you feel like you can rely on your ritual to get yourself warmed up and build your progressions. Okay, sit nicely, nice and controlled. Sit all the way down. Other way, looking around. Always working on calling out your plays. Yukon, 2, thumbs up. 41, Black Bear 1. Okay, call out your plays. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's go figure 8. We'll go slow, real slow, and then we'll speed it up a little bit. We'll speed it up a little bit. Good. Good. Set a goal for yourself. Try and get 15 in 10 seconds or 10 in 10 seconds. Okay, other direction. Make sure your head's up all the time. Go behind. Good. You can do this ball handling series whether you got a basket or not. Good. Keep going if you lose it. Good. Keep going. Good. Make sure you're engaging those abs while you're doing this. Okay, single leg. Looking around. Calling your plays up. Black Bear 1. Hammer. 2, 2 up. Other way. Good. Try and go back the other way quickly now. That's where the brain gets confused. Okay, other leg. Good. Good. Keep that ball alive. Keep breathing normally. Good. Other way. One way is usually going to be faster than the other. Good. Looking around. Calling your plays out. Good. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to work on that figure 8 series on the ground. Try and keep your head up. Back the other way. Look around. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, we're going to work our crossover now. We're going to go nice and easy. Bend one leg, bend the other leg. Straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. Good. Side to side. Good. Side to side. Good. Good. Looking around. Look behind you. Now, whenever you're handling the ball, or pretend that you're the point guard, even for that one possession, make sure you're looking where? Wing, wing, corner, corner, and then high post, low post. Make sure that you're always looking around, behind you, staring. Get those eyebrows up, chin up. Be believable with your body language. Good. Stand up tall. Feel that ball. Stand up tall and feel that ball. Okay? Now waist level. Good. Loosen up that lower back. Good. Keep it going. Below the knees now. Now see how I'm going a little wider. Good. Medium speed. Good. Speed it up a little bit faster. Good. Look how wide I'm going. You want to try and get nice and wide. Go real wide. Outside of those feet. Back to the waist. Good. Speed it up a little bit. Good. Follow through when you're dribbling, just like you would your shot. Stand up tall. Good. Nice and tall. Stand up tall. Get that ball up to the shoulders. Good. Keep it going. I'm going to try and get that heart rate up a little bit. Build that sweat going. Good. A little faster. Look around. Wing, wing. Corner, corner. Post, post. Waist level. Here we go. Good. Keep it working. Engage those abs. Strengthening that back. Getting in shape through basketball. Drills. Below the knees. Wide. Okay, speed dribble. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. A quick 50. Should be able to do 50 in about 12 seconds if you're an elite player. Okay? Alright, if you got a second ball, okay, we're going to do a 2-ball series. Okay? We're going to start shoulder height simultaneous. Okay, we're going to go for about 20 seconds. Alright, here we go. You got a tennis ball. That'll work too. Try and speed it up. Looking around, wing, wing, corner, corner, post, post. Wing, wing, corner, corner, post, post. Great job. Okay, waist level. See how I'm leaning over a little bit? I got good posture. Okay, I'm arching my back. Looking around. Wing, wing, corner, corner, post, post. Very nice. Below the waist. Great job. Okay, this time we're going to go in and out. Now, if you only have one ball, just do the same thing with one ball. Okay, we're going to go in, out, 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 in, out. Ball's going in. Ball's going in, in. Nice and relaxed. Good posture. In, out, in, out, in, 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 out. Great job. Okay, this time we're going to go back and forth, side to side. Okay, here we go. Get in a straddle position. You can have one foot in front of the other. Okay, so that you're balanced and feeling good. Back and forth. Good. Back and forth. Good. Keep it going. Rock it back, nice and controlled. Good. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Great job. Okay, now we're going to do opposite. So one's going back, one's going forward. Back and forth. Oh yeah. Good. Looking around. Good. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Good. Good. Even if you got one ball, you can still do one ball. Switch legs. Good. Speed it up a little bit. Good. 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 Excellent. Okay, alternating dribble. Here we go. Shoulder height. Good. Waist. Relax. Wing, wing. Corner, corner. Post, post. Nod your head. Good. Okay, below the knees. Great job. Okay, we got the cones out here today. Okay, so we're going to work on switching the ball, bounce one, and then we're going to switch the ball over to the other hand. Okay, just working on a little bit of ball handling. Good. Keep it going. Good. If you only got one ball, then you can just work on crossovers. Good. Now the other way is a little bit tricky sometimes, so start off slow. Good. And then speed it up. Good. Good. Very nice. Excellent. Good. Get in a rhythm. Try and do it with your head up a little bit. Look around. Try not to have your head up. Good. Speed it up. Good. Good. It's hard to go the other way sometimes, but keep it going. Believe in yourself. Excellent. Okay, this time we're going to switch balls. We're going to cross over. Good. 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 Cross over. If you have a partner, make sure you're switching with your partner. One dribble, two dribbles, two dribbles, one dribble, 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 two dribbles. Keep it going. Good. Very nice. Great job. Okay, this time we're going to go behind the back and cross. We're going to start with the right hand. We're going to go behind the back, cross, 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 behind the back, cross. Keep it going. Good. Keep it going. Excellent. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Okay, here we go. Other way. Woo! We working today. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cross. 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 1, 2, 3. Great job. Okay, this time we're going to do one ball. Okay, we're going to go single leg. So we're going to do Steph Curry, just a little single leg. Okay, single leg, single leg, single leg. Get those feet moving. Stutter step, single step. Good, good, good. Other side. Okay, it's an in and out, going through your legs. Good. Good. Lean the other way when you do it. Good. Good. Lean the other way when you're doing it. Good. Lean the other way when you're doing it. Excellent. Good. Go a little faster. A little faster. A little faster. All right. Great job. Okay, now this time we're going to do the same drill, except we're going to go wrap it around our back. All right? Jack, you hang in there, buddy. All right, we're going to go through the legs and wrap it behind the back. And then cross it back over so we stay on that same side. Okay? Same leg, boom. Same leg, boom. Same leg, boom. Same leg behind the back cross. 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 Keep the head up. Same leg behind the back cross. 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 Great job. That was 10. Okay, other side. Same leg behind the back cross. Same leg behind the back cross. In and out behind the cross. In and out behind the back 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 cross. Great job. Way to work. Okay, we're going to go back and forth through our legs. Now remember, when you go through your legs, it's just like a crossover. So when you're doing crossovers, below your knees, when you go through your legs, it's the same thing. Just pretend that your legs aren't there. It's all up here. Okay? Alright, here we go. Through the legs. Nice and slow in the beginning. Look at how I'm in good position athletically. Good, I'm sitting. I'm not hunched over. I'm sitting with my chest coming down first. Good. Act like you're going one way, then the other. Act like you're going. Act like you're going. Act like you're going. Look over there. Look over there. Push yourself through, even if today's workout is hard. Okay? Speed it up a little bit. Great job. You want to try and increase that speed. Okay, engage your core. Okay, other way. Here we go. 1. Good. Nice and smooth. Feel that ball coming off your fingertips. Feel the grooves of the ball. So as the ball's coming through, try and adjust your hands so you find the grooves. Act like you're going one way. Eyes are important. Posture is important. Body language is important. Everything that you're meticulous about will help you be more believable and help you to be more effective on the court. Speed it up a little bit. Good. A little faster. Hey, what's up now? Good. Nobody there. I was just trying to make you think that there was someone there. Good. Speed it up. Wendell Wallace watching today or what? Speed it up. Good. Feel a burn. Feel a burn. Feel a burn. Great job. Okay, we're going to go behind our back now. Good. Start out nice and slow. And if you're on an uneven surface, that's even better. Because that'll make you a better ball handler. Whether it's grass or uneven concrete. It's like Isaiah Thomas, Zeke, back in the day on the streets of Chicago. He talks about how he always used to do dribbling on uneven surfaces. And it helped him a lot when he went to play at Indiana and for Coach Knight, and then later for the Detroit Pistons. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Get a good feel for the ball after about 30-45 seconds. Good. Good. Make mistakes. Look like fakes. Don't get nervous when you lose the ball. Just find it calmly and do a counter move. Good. Speed it up a little bit. Good. Speed it up a little bit. Be relaxed in your lower body. Good. Speed it up. Good. Nice. Faster. Good. Keep your head up. Good. Good. Exercise is the key. Basketball exercise is fun and gets you in shape, gets you out of the house. You lose the ball, just come straight back. Good. Let's go a little quicker. Good. Stand back up. Slow it down a little bit. Good. Very nice. Excellent job. Now we've been going about 20 minutes. You see we hadn't taken one shot yet. And so you can do a lot of stuff without ever shooting a basketball. But if you can't handle the ball and you don't understand spacing, then you're not going to have much success on the court. You got to understand gaps between yourself and the defender when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball. And your decisions are based on what your coach is asking you to do, but ultimately it's based on your reaction to what the defense is giving you. Okay, so that's real important. Okay, we're going to do Jordans through the legs. Start nice and easy. Okay, get a feel for the ball. Good. Lift your legs up a little bit. This also works on some dynamic stretching. Okay, loosens the lower back a little bit. Good. Cross the leg over. Nice and easy. Make sure you're breathing normally. Good. Those knees up nice and high. Good. Just go into goddess pose. Point those toes to the outside and bend a little bit and work those adductors on that inner thigh. Excellent. Just rest your hands on your knees. Push to the outside a little bit. Hands come straight down and lean on that basketball. Stretch out those hamstrings. Relax your head. Just try and breathe normally through your diaphragm. Doing a great job so far today. Good. Let's pull that right leg up with that left hand. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Okay, if you want to come forward a little bit, you can. And switch it up. Right hand, left leg. Come forward a little bit. Okay, right leg back. Toes forward. Good. Okay. All right. We're going to do Jordans. Okay. Back and forth. Start working your feet. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Start going a little bit quicker into our scissors. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Good. Good. Nice and quick. Good. A lot faster. Good. Pick it up a little bit. Excellent. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Good work. So we've done some 2-ball stuff, and we've done some 1-ball stuff, and now you see getting in shape at the same time. Okay? Okay, now we're going to work on our 1-2-1 series with our ball handling. And again, if you weren't with us last time, we talk about the 3 different speeds of dribbling. Okay? Machine gun dribbling. Okay, nice and quick. A slow dribble if the defender's a little bit further away. Okay, and you're just relaxing for a second. And then that medium speed dribble where you're trying to let the defender know you got some confidence. You don't know which way you're going. You're looking both ways. And then you're going to make a decision if you're going to go fast or if you're going to look one way and go the other. Okay, so a lot of things that you can do from that medium speed dribble. Okay? Alright, so the footwork is, you can see the ladder, and I apologize for the lawnmower. Someone's cutting the grass next door. Okay, so you're going to go 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. So whatever direction you're going in, you go twice that way. 1, 2, 1. Then twice the other way. 1, 2, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to pick it up a little bit and dribble at the same time. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Now, if you don't have a ladder, that's fine too. You can just use tape or chalk. Go the other way. And I have it going 90 degrees today so I can change direction. Good. Okay, a couple more times. Right hand up, left hand back. Good. Left hand back. Excellent. Great job. And now we're going to use that same footwork for our crossovers. Side to side. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Wing, wing. Corner, corner. Post, post. Look at my eyes. Corner, corner. Wing, wing. Post, post. Get the arm up. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Oh. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Great job. Okay, now the next 1, 2, 1 we're going to do is through the legs. So, watch some of the top men's and women's players. They're always yo-yoing that ball. Anybody can do this. Doesn't have anything to do with how quick you are, how athletic you are. You just have to work on repetition and use your imagination and think about where the defender would be when you're working on this footwork and this ball handling series. Okay, so now we're going to go through our legs. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Look at my head on a swivel. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Now notice I'm going side to side. I'm not just standing in place. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Make mistakes look good. 1, 2, 1. Here we go, Roma. Come on, Dom. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Great job. Okay, now we're going to go behind the back. Same thing. Okay, here we go. We got a break in the weather. Let's take advantage of it. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Having good posture. Okay, being ready athletically to explode with that little Derrick Rose plyo push. Not a toe push, but a plyo push if you're getting ready to explode to the basket. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Side to side. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. All right, great job. Okay, now we're going to go through single leg. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Nice and relaxed. Let the ball just flow. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Look that way. Look that way. Keep your feet moving all the time. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Okay, great job. Other way. 1, 2, 1. Look that way. Lean that way. Look that way. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Great job. Okay, now in and outs. Now eventually we're going to put it all together because it depends on what your feel is out on the court and what that defender's doing. You're not the only one trying to trick someone. The defender's trying to trick you a lot of times too when you get to that elite level. Okay, in and outs. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Notice I'm moving my shoulder and my foot more. It's less about your hand on an in and out. It's more about your eyes, your shoulders, and your foot. Okay? 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Remember, an in and out is a fake crossover. So you really got to sell like you're going to cross over, but you're really just pulling it back. Sell it with your eyes, your shoulders, and your feet. Other side. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Back and forth. Back and forth. Great job. Okay, quick drink break. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side. What's up, Dom? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to put it together. So now I'm going to combine in and outs, back and forth, crossovers through the legs and behind the back. Okay? Up and back. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, ah, 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 oh, oh, ah, ah, ah. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Good. There you go. Get in that rhythm. Feel empowered. Now, if you got a shoe or a tennis ball, something like that, make sure you get that out. Okay, what we're going to do now is work on hand speed. Okay, so you're going to dribble with good posture, sitting. You're going to cross over, pick up the cone, or the tennis shoe, or the water bottle. You got a water bottle, pick up the water bottle, and slam it down. Crossover, pick it up, switch. 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 Good, keep going. Good. Keep going. Great job. Okay, so you want to get some cone work or shoe work or water bottle work in there. Okay? Alright, great job. Okay, now you notice I got a right and a left side going on here. Okay, so now we're going to go one of each. Okay? Through the legs, cross behind. Okay? Now this is speed, really working on cleanly handling the ball. Alright? Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Here we go. Crossover through the legs behind. Crossover through the legs behind. Cross through 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 behind. Good. Okay, let's finish with 6 clean ones. Here we go. Cross through behind. 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 All right, great job. You make sure you stay hydrated. Okay, this time we're going to go into Barkley number 1. Which is a windmill layup. Okay, so at each of your targets here, I got 3. You're going to do a crossover first, through the legs second, and then you're going to go behind the back third. Alright? Sue's the bell of the bell bells. Okay, and then you're going to go in for a Barkley layup, which is as you're going in for your layup, you go in for a windmill. and try and avoid the reach in from the corner defender. All right? All right. Okay, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. What's up, Karina? Make sure you look somewhere else before you shoot. Make sure you look somewhere else before you shoot. Okay, here we go. Tight space over here on these two doors. Gotta really slam that ball when you're going up against the door here. Make those 2 layups. Do push-ups if you miss. Make that mistake look like a fake. Great job. This time I'm going to work on my 1-2-1. And I'm going to do a Euro at the end. Okay? All right, here we go. 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1. Okay, again, work that 1-2-1 and then explode. All right, here we go. 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1. Side, here we go. 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1. Make both sides. You gotta make 2 on each side. 1-2-1. Okay, this time we're gonna do a triple cross. Means we're gonna do a 3 crossover move. And then a spin move at the end. Okay? Now here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're looking somewhere else before you shoot. Great job. Okay, next move we're going to do a Steve Smith. Steve Smith into a side Barkley. There's only a certain number of moves that we got. You got to improvise when you get in the game. But all these moves are related. So if you can do one, you can do these other ones, because everything starts to click once you think the way that you're supposed to be thinking out on the court, which is always be ready for them to try and rip you and disrespect you, because defenders want to be lazy and make you look bad. Always be ready for that counter move and understand spacing. What move you should do based on how far away the defender is, if you're in the full court or the half court. We live right now. Okay, all right, here we go. Hey, we live right now, man. Y'all got to get in on this. All right. Okay, so this time we're going to do a double in and out behind. Okay, so we're going to do an in and out behind, and then a Steve Smith, and then we're going to the cup, and let's do a rondo. Okay, we'll do rondo number 1. I changed my mind. Okay, all right, here we go. In and out behind, Steve Smith. Great job. In and out behind. Here we go. In and out behind. Steve Smith. Put the brakes on. Make sure you stop quickly. If you don't stop quickly, they're going to call travel. Okay, this time we're going to work on the KJ. And for those of you that haven't done the KJ before, hey, I heard that. I heard that. What's up, Big Kurt? Good to see everybody. Okay, so now just as a refresher, when you do the Kevin Johnson, or the Kevin Johnson into the Steve Smith, remember, normally when you go through your legs, that leg goes in the same direction as the ball, right? You go through your legs, and that leg goes that way. Well, with the KJ, you bring the foot the other way. See how my foot came across? So we come across, and then with the other foot, we step sideways with a Derrick Rose plyo push, and then cross over, okay? So we go through our legs, which you have to practice that part first, because you got to be real comfortable with that. Cross that foot over, but look like you're going straight. Look over there. Ball's over here, but I'm looking over there. Cross a leg over, side step, and then cross over. Okay? This was my meal ticket in college. This was my meal ticket against NBA players. I did this move against All-American Carlos Briggs from Baylor. I did this move dropping dimes to Mark Hughes and William Bedford from Michigan. You got to master whatever move you love. You got to make sure it's your meal ticket. And, in my opinion, it's the KJ and the Steve Smith. Okay, so let's bring that leg over, sidestep and cross over. It's Saturday. Saturday, I gave somebody my Instagram. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. And so we'll be live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. Yeah, you got it. Well, weather permitting, 3:30. Yeah. All right, bet. Have a good workout. All right, here we go. So leg goes across, sidestep, and cross. And now we're going to go KJ into Barkley. Okay, here we go. Accelerate, KJ into Barkley. Okay, here we go. KJ into Barkley. Let's go the other way. So remember, cross that leg over. Cross that leg over when you go through your legs. Sidestep. Cross that foot over. And go. It's real important that you're looking both ways. Looking both ways. One step, side step, look, cross over, and go. All right, here we go. You got to go slow in the beginning, and then accelerate. Great job. Now we're going to go into our floaters. Now we're going to do our KJ into our Steve Smith. So now we're building off different moves. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to do the KJ. And on that Barkley number 2, you have to hop sideways and get that ball around that defender, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, so you got to be very particular with your footwork, your hand positioning, your eyes, everything matters. Okay, so now we're going to do the KJ, cross that leg over, side step, one dribble, then a Steve Smith, and then we're going to go into a floater. And remember, with your floater, you just take your normal footwork for a layup. Okay, your normal footwork for a layup. But you just start at the foul line. Now you can do a Euro floater. Okay, leaning back into the defender. You can do a Euro behind the back floater. Okay, if you're going the other way, a Euro behind the back floater with the other hand. Okay? There's a lot of different moves that you can do, but it's based on you being comfortable in thinking about countering all the time. You have to think, I'm getting ready to counter, counter, counter. You can't get fixated on one thing. Looking in one direction, that's where you get yourself into trouble and get comfortable and get complacent. Okay? All right, KJ into Steve Smith into a floater. Okay, so that was my KJ Steve Smith into my Euro floater. Now when you're getting ready to shoot, make sure that you're finding the grooves on the ball. Make sure you find the grooves on the ball. You got plenty of time during your 2 steps to go from a knuckleball and find those grooves. Now I really want you to focus on getting your index finger on the valve if you can. If not, at least get the 2 fingers next to your pinky on the grooves. Don't have your middle finger touching the ball, it's your index finger. And get the guide hand on the side, your non-dominant hand on that side. But you've got to find the grooves every time you shoot and finish with your elbow at your ear. Do the same thing every time. Now the other thing is, if you guys are my target, I'm a right-handed shooter, my feet have got to be slightly left of target. Okay, and I can explain that why later if we do a private Zoom session. But for right now, just trust me, as a right-handed shooter, you want your feet slightly left. If you're a left-handed shooter, you want your feet slightly right when you're shooting. Okay, other direction this time. We're going to work on, now if you don't want to shoot with your non-dominant hand, that's fine. I'm going to shoot with my left. Okay, here we go. Okay, Jay. Okay, teardrop and get it up nice and high. Now I got to admit, today was a struggle after Tuesday's 45 shots in a row that I made. But I'm working through it today. I feel good now. Okay, here we go. Looking in both directions, opposite of the ball, sidestep, move. Got that floater working, Dom. Okay, now we're going to do a speed dribble. So we're going to do one of each as fast as we can. Crossover through the legs behind, and then go in for a quick elbow jump shot. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice and quick. Picking up right where I left off on Tuesday, baby. There we go. Got that deadly mid-range jumper going, baby. As fast as you can. Okay, this time we're going to work on a hesitation. Okay, this time we're going to do the same exact move, but then hesitate after that behind the back. So we're going to go crossover, two legs behind, stand up tall, bring that other hand next to the ball like you were getting ready to shoot it, get that chin up, and then continue to go. Now I'm going to do a crossover counter move after my hezi. Okay? If you just want to go straight ahead after your hezi, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Full speed. Notice how I paused after the 3 quick dribbles, stood up, and then stepped in the opposite direction of where I crossed over. I looked in the opposite direction of where I crossed over. I leaned in the opposite direction of where I crossed over. All right, here we go. Good, I improvised, had a little bit of a floater there. Okay, other hand, 2 on the other side. Okay, here we go. On fire, Dom. I ain't missed yet today on jump shots, baby. Make the mistake look good. On fire, Dom. Could happen again today. Okay, you got to change speeds. You got to work on your hezi. Okay, one more move here. This time we're going to go back and forth after an in and out. So in and out, back and forth. Okay, we're going to go in and out, back and forth. In and out, back and forth. Okay, and then we're going to do a double behind. Okay, so an in and out, back and forth, and a double behind, and then we're going to go. Okay, same thing. Now I'm going to do through the legs, behind the back jump shot. Okay, sort of like James Harden. Now most of your coaches probably won't let you do it unless you're real good at it. Okay, or you're just improvising for a last second shot or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, in and out, back and forth, behind. Okay, so again, in and out, back part, the in and out and back and forth through the legs. You want to go fast and then pause, behind the back twice, and then accelerate into the through the legs behind. Okay, here we go. In and out, behind the back, pause, behind, through legs behind. Great move, great move. And you're going behind the back because if the defender's close to you, you'll see the counter move in a minute, you got to get away from them. Okay, here we go. In and out, pause. Very nice. Now if I can do this at 51 years old, y'all can get out here and do it too. Okay, we're going to go the other way this time. I ain't missed a jump shot yet, Dominic. In and out, behind. I ain't missed a jump shot in 2 days, Dom. Let's go, Roma. Okay, so now we're going to do the counter move. Okay, hold on one second. What's up, Chris Ortiz? What I'm talking about. Get those kids out here, baby. What's up, Aaron? Where were you at, man? Our garbage disposal broke. We need to call the plumber. Alright, so now, after we go quick with the in and out and through the legs, pause, and then behind, okay, then we're gonna go through the legs and behind the back, and then pause and step through when they go for that shot fake and do a lean in floater. Okay, here we go. So it looks like this. In and out, back and forth, pause, behind, through the legs behind the back, shot fake, lean in. Okay, and then float it in there. Alright, here we go. Change speeds, change directions. Okay? Alright, here we go. Come on. So if they go for that shot fake, that little lean in is going to work nicely. Great job. All right, keep working. Change speeds, change direction. Dom, that's about 14 in a row, baby. That puts me at 59 in a row with jump shots since the last time we worked out. Let's go. Great job today. Okay, now we're going to work on the triple threat, quadruple threat series. Okay, we're going to work on our rips, our side jabs, our LeBrons, our Steve Smiths from a stationary, and then our spins from a stationary. I got through that rough patch. Today was rough. Age aside. When you're feeling lethargic, you're lacking that motivation, you just gotta grind. You gotta get through it and just stay focused on that journey. You're the process. If you don't stay focused and get in your ritual, keep working on those tools to put in your toolbox, you can't get better. It's really easy to take a day off right now. Can't do that. We should see people's games big time elevated by the time season starts this year. You ain't doing nothing but sitting at home. If nothing else, you're ball handling, even if you ain't got a hoop to shoot at. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to work on rip and go. Now rip and goes are where most of the travels are called from referees, because people just stand up, they rip and go, and they take 2 steps before they even dribble the doggone ball. When you rip and go, you catch a pass, you got to get below your knees. That same foot has got to go with you, and you got to put the ball on the ground before you pick that opposite foot up. Okay, now we're going to work on a mid-range spin jump shot. Okay, off of a rip. Okay, here we go. Get nice and low. Make sure you have good balance when you spin. You're off, or practice being off balance every time. I don't really care, or a combination of both. But you got to make sure you're practicing what you're going to try and do in a game. Rip low, spin. There's my first miss, Tom. You got to make 2 on each side. Rip and go. Okay, you got to have good balance. You're going to rip. You got to be able to rip with both feet. See how my left foot is moving? And I'm ripping below my knees, like Billy Donovan in the old days from Providence. Work hard, Roma. This time we're going to work on the jab. So you step through first, and then whichever way you step through, keep the ball on that hip. But then you're going to side jab the other way, and then cross over, similar to the KJ. Similar to the KJ. So we step through, keep the ball on that side, side jab, bend the knee, look over there with your eyes, cross over, and go. All right? All right, here we go. Okay, now this time we're going to do a Steve Smith fake jump shot. So we're going to come into that elbow mid-range and fake the spin and shoot the jump shot. Okay, here we go. Step through, keep the ball on that side, side jab and go. You got to work on all kinds of different combinations. Keep the ball on that side, side jab. Find the grooves on the ball every time you shoot. Finish with your elbow at your ear every time you follow through. Relax your shoulders when you follow through. Middle finger touches the ball last every time you shoot. Find the grooves every time you shoot. Make sure that ball gets dipped to your dominant hip before you come up and shoot the ball. Okay, other way. Keep the ball on that side. Side jab. Get in there. Very nice. Okay, now the next move we're going to work on after the rip and the side jab is the Steve Smith again. Okay, so now we step through. Now they're not letting us turn back. Can't turn back. They're all up on us. Okay, they're barely in our way. So we're going to fake spin and keep going. Okay, fake spin and keep going. Okay, this time we're going to take a big step at the end and pull the foot back. So we're working on our braking system. So we're going to be dribbling full speed, step, pull back, jump shot. Okay? All right, here we go. Step through, the other way. Fake spin. Come in here hard. Okay, take that long, hard step. Pull that same foot back and shoot the jump shot. Okay, here we go. Hold that follow through. Make sure that elbow's at that ear. Make those 2 shots. Okay, other side. Oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. That was a good looking shot. Okay, here we go. Make sure you're going full speed. Pull that foot back. Okay, now this time, after you step through, the defender's all in your way. So now you got to hook the ball 180 degrees from hip to hip and then throw a bounce pass to the other hand. So watch that again in slow motion. Okay? So you step through, spin, throw a bounce pass to that other hand. Okay? Okay, now this jump shot will be whichever shot you like. Okay, but I'm going to do a spin step back. Okay, so I'm coming into the elbow. I'm going to act like I'm spinning to the basket, but then I push off and shoot a little bit of a fadeaway. Okay? All right, here we go. Come on. Great job. Find the grooves before you shoot. Don't shoot knuckleballs. Okay, if you don't like your footwork, make sure your head is always on a swivel. Always look somewhere else before you shoot. Finish with your elbow at your ear. I did one extra one there. Again, we're working on our braking system. When you spin, stop, and step back, it's a real important move, especially if you got some height. You can really get that shot up over someone, 6 foot, 6'1". Get a nice little high archer, soft shot. And your teammates have a good chance to rebound that miss. Okay? Okay, great job. Quick water break. Okay, so we got through our series there. We're going to finish with the LeBron next. Now, when you work on that jab series, the defender's about 1 arm length away. When you're working on the Steve Smith or the spin, the defender's all up in your face. And it just depends if they're taking away everything on that side or they're just taking away your shoulder. That determines what move you're going to use. Now this LeBron move that he used earlier in his career is very deceptive, and at least it shows a defender that you got a lot in your bag. Probably won't irritate your coach that much, but it's just a subtle through the legs move. Just a little subtle through the legs move. Okay. And this is going to be a quick release jump shot. So I'm going to stop quick and shoot quick. Okay. So again, same thing. We step through. Okay. We bring our foot all the way over like we're going to pass to the other side. And then we bring that same foot about halfway back and still look like we're passing over here. But then we slowly go through our legs with our hand under the ball and then change directions. And the foot that's out in front, that's the foot that goes first the other way. Step through, boom, boom. Okay, and I'm going to come in here real quick. Okay, and a nice quick jump and a quick release. Because you got to get it off quick without rushing. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, so sort of a little bit of a push shot. It's a little last second buzzer beater. Okay, here we go. You got to work on picking that ball up quickly and getting it out of your hands fast. That's an important part of all this, is transitioning from a dribble or a catch into a shot and making sure your hands are positioned, your body's in proper alignment, everything is working automatically. Nice quick release there. Okay, we're going to go the other way. Okay, we're going to go the other way this time. Step through. You got to work on either 1-2 step, or I prefer a 2-foot jump stop. Remember, when you're dribbling to your dominant side, it's harder to actually shoot jump shots that way. And again, I'll explain it to you more if we do a private Zoom session. Okay, here we go. All right, great job. So we worked that whole series. I think I lost my Facebook people. Okay, Facebook's gone. Okay, most people should be on Instagram anyway. All right. What's up, Carrie? All right, so now we're just going to work on our Beat the Pros series. Okay, we're going to shoot 10 shots from each spot. And your goal is to make, depending on your level, if you're a middle schooler, you're trying to make at least between 3 and 5 out of 10 from each spot. These are not 3-pointers. If you want to do 3-pointers, you can work on those a little later on your own. And if you're in high school, you should be making at least 5 out of 10 with no defender. And if you're in college, you should be making 7 out of 10 from these mid-range jump shots. No questions asked. I don't care what position you're playing. Okay, at least 6. Okay, but you got to hit these jump shots to be comfortable and feel confident in a game to hit these shots. All right, elbow to elbows first. Okay, here we go. Find the grooves every time. Okay, 9 out of 10 right there, 9 out of 10. Okay, elbow to wing. Make sure you take one dribble with each hand. Don't always dribble with the left or with the right. Make sure you're switching it up. Elbow to wing. Wing to wing. Alright, great job. I think I was 34 out of 40 on that series. Okay, now we're going to work on different moves again into that jump shot. Alright. Don't forget about our total body workout in an hour at 3:30. Okay, we got to get that cardio in. And we got to get the core push-ups, lower body in as well. Alright. Okay, take a little bit of a break here, about 30 more seconds. Okay, now we're going to shoot off the dribble. Okay, and today I'm going to work on my favorite move, which is the KJ first. Okay, and then I'm going to work on a hesitation move that we worked on today. If you're joining us late. So I'm going to do an in and out behind the back, sort of mix it up a little bit, pause, and then continue on to that mid-range jump shot. Okay, and then work on a stationary Steve Smith on the baseline. Alright, here we go. KJ's elbow to elbow. Work through it, Don. Come on, Roma. Make sure you're looking somewhere else before you shoot. Okay, in and out wrap on the wings, hesitation, and go. Push through it. Stationary Steve Smith to finish. Great job today. Till next time, keep working hard. Peace out.